I want to talk to you about the best hotshot trucking business leasing companies that quickly approved this year, okay? So here's a review I want you to pay attention to. The first hotshot trucking business leasing company that I want you to pay attention to is National Funding. And National Funding does a great job when it comes to leasing, that allowing you to lease hotshot trucks, okay? And what we love about National Funding is that they actually they will approve you for leasing programs that go all the way to $150,000. And their leasing program is really great in the sense that they will accompany you, they'll work with you to make sure that you are getting the right equipment. Because see, the thing is, when they actually finance the leasing aspect of the transaction, but they allow you to actually choose the vehicle that you want to actually lease yourself, right? So when we speak about hotshot trucking, we're speaking about your ability to be very nimble, to be very flexible when it comes to accepting loads, and all year long. And this is where national funding really comes into place. And even what we love about national funding is that they also not only help you with the funding, with the leasing aspect of things, but they also help you rather when it comes to the back office. So, for instance, when it comes to taxes, you have like national funding will help you explain to you all you have to do to make sure that you are able to use Section 179 tax deduction. So that's kind of cool, whether you are leasing or financing. So that's really fantastic. We love that a lot. And one thing I want to say also is that basically at National Funding, they have a hotshot trucking business leasing specialist there who are going to help you. They will answer all questions that you have, depending on your niche, depending upon your geography, your state and city and county for that matter, because there could be some tax consequences at the state level or even city level. For instance, if you are in New York City, you will have a fiscal consequences at the city level, but also at the state level. So that's an important element to think about. So if you're looking for a great hotshot trucking business leasing company, I want you to think about the national funding. And the cool thing is they will actually they will approve your leasing arrangement up to $150,000. So you can actually lease 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vehicles. That's totally fine. As long as you are within 150, you are good to go. If you are looking for the best hotshot trucking business leasing company this year, I want you to think about the CAG Truck Capital. So CAG Truck Capital, and this is a great player when it comes to leasing for hotshot trucking businesses. And what we love about this company is that they will approve your leasing strategy, whether you have bad credit or good credit. That's really good. I mean, for them, credit doesn't matter. Okay, basically they will accompany you in your hotshot trucking business to make sure you have the right vehicle to actually to actually haul all the loads that you have to haul. So that's kind of cool. And we love the fact that basically with CAG Truck Capital, it doesn't even matter if you have bankruptcy. I mean, they work with every type of credit. Okay, they will help you with your hotshot trucking business leasing program, and they will approve you real fast too. So that's what we love with CAG Truck Capital. And they also have a startup funding options. So they have startup funding, but also startup leasing options. So if you are a hotshot trucking startup business, you are able to actually get qualified real fast through CAG Truck Capital. So that's really fantastic. You also have a financing and leasing available for high mileage vehicles. So if you want to actually have a hotshot trucking business and you are interested in high mileage vehicles, basically CAG Truck Capital will work with you. That's really cool. Now, one thing for sure is that you have to really understand that for them, approval may actually take a little longer. Like the leasing program within CAG Truck Capital is actually a little slow. So they might review your paperwork within 1 to 2 weeks. So you gotta be a little patient. You gotta be a little patient if you want to go with this player. But one thing we love is that they actually they cover the whole United States, because some lenders or some leasing companies only cover one geography. But CAG Truck Capital actually covers the whole 50 states even Alaska and Hawaii. So that's kind of cool because usually those lenders, I mean, they like to stick to the continental USA, but not this lender or leasing company. If you are looking for a hotshot trucking business leasing company, I want you to think about commercial fleet financing. So CFF is a great player when it comes to leases, especially when it comes to a hotshot trucking business leases. Okay, and what we love about this player is that they do all kinds of leases. Okay, and they offer equipment leasing, equipment financing for hotshot trucks, for semi trucks, for trailers, for box trucks, for construction vehicles, and more. So the variety of a fleet that they cover is really fantastic. And what we love about the CFF is that it doesn't matter your geography, your city, state, whatever. CFF will work with you. And they used to actually restrict the kind of niche they will cover. But in the last 3 years, since since COVID bans were lifted, actually CFF came back in the market with force. And nowadays they are actually approving all kinds of leases. So that's kind of cool. I mean, they will approve your hotshot trucking business leasing program, regardless of the niche you're in, regardless of the load you want to haul, even including hazmat. I mean, hazmat or reefer, they will work with you. If you want to do perishable, they'll work with you. Not a problem. Okay, and so that's kind of fantastic. Now the maximum leasing program, the maximum amount they can qualify you for is $150,000. So $150,000. And the cool thing is that you don't have to provide any paperwork. You just have to give them paperwork about the vehicle that you are about to lease. And either you arrange the leasing program yourself or they arrange it for you. And but the process is pretty straightforward. You don't have to provide any tax returns with your leasing application program either. So that's kind of cool. And so unlike CAG Truck Capital, the earlier player, this CFF is really fast. You can have a funding or approval of your leasing application in as little as 24 hours. So that's kind of cool. And the credit approval actually is possible as soon as 2 hours after application. And by the maximum, remember, is $150,000. So you can actually apply for a leasing program for one vehicle or for multiple vehicles, and CFF will approve you. Not a problem. I want to talk to you now about hotshot truck and business leasing companies that are really, really fast, as well as so they are really fast as well as flexible. And I want to introduce you to a Truck Lenders USA. And Truck Lenders actually, the name actually don't be fooled by the name because they cover all kinds of vehicles, not just trucks. Okay, so they do a hotshot trucking. That's pretty sure. And they will actually work with you to make sure that they approve you for leasing programs that go from $15,000 all the way to $250,000. So that's kind of cool in terms of flexibility, but also scalability. And Truck Lender USA actually is great also when it comes to giving you what they call jumbo leases. In other words, they will approve you for jumbo leases for up to $1 million. And but for those jumbo leases leasing programs for your hotshot trucking business, you got to really have a certain level of operational activity. So that really they will analyze your cost per mile, your revenue per mile, your overall load acceptance rate, your overall load optimization. They'll look at your activity. They'll look at your cash inflows and cash outflows also. But for the jumbo leases, 1 million, the requirements are stricter. So that's something to really think about. The requirements are very strict, and it's one of those things where you have to be a client of truck lenders for a while for them to actually accept you. But overall, it's totally possible. And one thing we love when it comes to hotshot trucking business leasing through Truck Lenders USA is that you have a variety of leasing programs, and you are able to be approved for a leasing program for up to a $250,000 with application only program. So that's kind of cool. There's no PG, no personal guarantee, no financial statements required. But if you want to go a little higher, you can also be approved for a loan program. So in addition to leasing, actually Truck Lender USA also can approve you for business loans and with a repayment window from 24 months all the way to 60 months. So flexibility wise, you are really well covered there. So we love that a lot. If you're looking for a hotshot truck and business leasing companies, I want you to think about the Larson Group. And what we love about the Larson Group is we love flexibility, we love adaptability, and we love efficiency. That's really good. And the cool thing about the Larson Group is that they've been in business for 30 years. So for the last 3 decades, they have actually approved all kinds of hotshot trucking business leasing programs. So that's kind of cool. And we also love the fact that they have a team actually of experienced professionals who will work with you to make sure that you are getting actually the lease that you want. Okay. And we are speaking about all kinds of leases, by the way. We are speaking about track leases, modified track leases, sale leasebacks, FMV. So FMV, that's fair market value leases. You have they also have loans. So you have retail loans, working capital loans. So that's really fantastic. One thing I want to say here is that when it comes to leasing through the Larson Group, we love the fact that you actually, they will assign a rep to you, and the rep can actually answer all questions that you have. By the way, if you're interested in this player, I want you to call right now the company at 1-866-526-0843. Again, the number is 1-866-526-0843. That's actually the number that allows you to actually have a conversation with a TLG professional. And one thing we also love is that they actually have a special program for first-time lessees and also first-time buyers. So if you're a first-time lessee and this is your first time of leasing a hotshot truck, basically a TLG financial representative will work with you. They'll make sure that the financial aspects of the whole process, those financial aspects are taken care of. And one thing we also love also is that you have to really understand that there are certain areas where they might ask you, a TLG representative might ask you to actually provide a down payment. So even in a leasing program, they might ask you to provide a down payment. So that's an important element to think about. But overall, you have flexibility. Okay, you also have the ability to go through a leasing program and actually and optimize your financial like your cash inflows and cash outflows. If you are looking for a hotshot trucking business leasing companies that will quickly approve you, I want you to think about Bank of America. And Bank of America is great for current customers. I mean, this is a traditional bank. This is a financial behemoth. So they actually offer everything, leasing, and they do a hotshot trucking business leasing programs. And what we love about Bank of America, we love 2 things. Number one, the leasing program is really comprehensive, so they can approve you for up to $10 million. That's number one. And number 2, they approve real fast. So you have speed and you have variety. So that's really fantastic. Now, do you have to be a Bank of America customer to actually qualify? Not necessarily, but it does help. It does help to be an existing Bank of America customer, whether a business customer or an individual customer, to qualify for the larger amounts. Okay. Now the leasing programs actually starts at $25,000. So Bank of America is not really interested in doing little transactions. They want to make sure that whatever transaction you bring into their to their attention actually is worth it for them, at least. Okay. So if you want to lease a hotshot truck, and the value of the lease is more than $25,000, and you are an existing Bank of America customer, you might want to think about the bank. Okay. And because you have all kinds of advantages as well with Bank of America. This is a national bank, so you have the possibility to also be approved for a business loan. Who knows? Business loan for your hotshot trucking business. I mean, it can be to buy the equipment instead of leasing the equipment. You might say, you know what? I think the APR is so low. I might as well just apply for a business loan. And if you get approved, you can also be approved for a credit card, a business credit card, a Bank of America, a business line of credit, a business loan, or all kinds of arrangements. You can also have a merchant account through a Bank of America, so that all your credit card and all your load transactions will be processed through through the bank's merchant program. So that's kind of cool. So the cool thing is that you are able to get approved real fast. So that's really fantastic. If you are looking for a hotshot truck and business leasing company that quickly approves this year, I want you to think about Balboa Capital. And what we love about Balboa Capital is that we love the fact that they're really fast also, and they're really generous in their leasing program. They actually can approve you for leases that go all the way to a $500,000. So that's kind of cool. $500,000, that's really fantastic. Okay. And of course, when we speak about $500,000, we're not speaking about only one hotshot truck. Of course, we are speaking here about a fleet of hotshot trucks, so multiple vehicles. Okay, so you can actually you can actually lease from 1 to 50 or even 100 hotshot trucks. It's all about the possibilities in your area. It's all about your vision. It's all about the financials of your company, right? Of course, and what we love about Balboa Capital is that they are actually they are, by the way, they are a division of Ameris Bank. So this is a lender that's actually tied to a traditional bank. So which means what? Which means that you are able to actually cultivate a better relation and actually qualify for other programs in the future. So if your leasing program through Balboa Capital is successful, you can actually qualify for other programs. By the way, Balboa Capital also provides business loans, so that's kind of cool. And Balboa Capital will approve you for a leasing program if you have a FICO score of a 575 to a 625. So that's kind of cool, because whether you have a fair credit score or a bad credit score for that matter, Balboa Capital will work with you and in a streamlined fashion. So that's really fantastic. Also, Balboa Capital actually can approve you real fast. So if you are looking for a hotshot trucking business leasing company that approves real fast, Balboa Capital is one of those. They'll approve you within 24 hours, and once they approve you, you can actually sign the paperwork with the dealership and start driving your vehicle within 24 to 48 hours. So in terms of speed, you can't get better than that. And one thing I want to say also is that Balboa Capital, similar to other lenders on this list, actually covers you nationwide. So whether you are on the continental USA or in Hawaii or Alaska, you are also covered. So your program will be covered. So that's really fantastic. And you actually can cultivate a better long-term relationship with Balboa Capital. They might actually introduce you to other programs that this lender has. So that's really fantastic. Overall, Balboa Capital actually they cover you for business leasing, for hotshot trucking, but also for other types of vehicles. You have semi trucks, you have trailers, and other commercial vehicles. So that's really good. So in conclusion to this conversation, I spoke to you about the hotshot truck and business leasing companies that quickly approve you. I give you the list and the review, and now the conclusion. The review, we have National Funding, CAG Truck Capital, Commercial Fleet Financing, Truck Lenders USA, the Larson Group, Bank of America, and Balboa Capital. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.